Now we need to test our format. Yes, we do. Don't ever give anything to your operators without testing it first, even if you've only made the tiniest change. Sorry, that was Big Mama speaking. I have no control over her. We'll back out of our programming menus by pressing Help. When we're at the Advanced Processing screen, we'll choose I to return to the Unibase main menu, then B for data entry. Now what do we do? Well, at least none of the entries from C, resume a file, on down are useful. They all imply you already have a file, and we don't. So by the process of elimination, we're left with start a standard job or enter a file. We haven't done anything that sounded like standard job, so let's try enter a file. Unibase wants a file name. That's reasonable. Let's put in play test field release. Whoa, there's an interesting screen. But let's not panic. We'll look at one piece at a time. It seems to want something called a 1, but record format name is above, and we do have the name of our record format. It's play. So we'll key it in and press the field release key. Now it wants a links to. That's Unibase's way of tying record formats together. Remember the survey job we saw in the introduction? It had lots of formats, but we have only one. So let's key 01 here. That means each time the operator finishes a screen, he'll be presented with another copy of the same screen to fill in. Also reasonable. Now it wants another format, but we have only one. How do we get out of this? Help? That wasn't very helpful. We're back to the data entry menu. Wrong time to hit help. So we do it again. B, enter a file. File name, playtest. Record format, play. Links to 01. At this point, you press the release key, and we jump to the field edit area. But we don't know what a field edit is yet, let alone have the name of one. But maybe it doesn't need one, so we'll press field release. Good, and we'll do the same thing for file edit. Now we get release to proceed. That's a good sign. So we press release, and looky, there's our screen. But keying a batch this way could be a real problem. What if we do have a job that has lots of screens? Won't that drive the operators crazy and make for errors if they key the screen names wrong? You better believe it. But Unibase has a way around this. It's called a standard job. It's used to link together all the formats and edit programs an operator needs for a job, and also make sure he gets the batch name at least partly right. That will be covered shortly in another lesson. In the meantime, let's make a list on our job information sheet. Okay, the first thing we're going to have to do is make a standard job. Okay. While we're here though, let's key something. We need a name first. How about Noreen Dunlap? 123 Easy Street. Cool Place, Virginia 12121. Date of birth 09/07/99. And this is a little girl, so we'll make the gender F for female. Now we're on record 2, but we'd better check on that gender and make it clearer to the operators. Let's add it to the list. B, tell oppers about gender codes, because the customer wants B or G, and we had keyed the F. Alright, what else can we find out? What if we have a long name, like Mary Elizabeth Huntingdale? Oh, rolls over to the address field. That's not good. Let's put that on the list. Item C, don't let operas out of name field with a long name. Not quite sure how else to word it. Maybe we'll figure that later on. Alright. We could have the same thing happen in the address field. What if Mary Elizabeth here lived on Martin Luther King Boulevard? Same thing happens. Maybe instead of listing it for everything, let's change this to limit characters in fields. We're going to have to check that in this field too, but we won't keep adding it. Let's see. State shouldn't have an overflow, since all we're keying is the 2 letters state code. And zip shouldn't have an overflow either. But look, we can key alpha. We need to check that. Alright, how about this date of birth? If I key, yep, I can get letters there too. And I can also put in something like 99. But if that happens to be the month of birth, that's not too good. We don't want 99s there. Boy, we've got lots of checking to do. Let's see. Let's put in check date fields. And probably check gender field. Wow. We've still got a lot to do and learn